we're sitting here at the tiny desk with La Bichota herself, Carol G. She's smashing records worldwide. Her album just became the record-breaking first all-Spanish female album to top the Billboard charts. So beyond that, she's an amazing person, incredible human. We're so lucky she came to the Tiny Desk, and we're so lucky she's here on Alt Latino. Welcome, Carol G.
Oh my God, how are you?
I'm a little stressed.
No,
I'm
me
really,
too.
It's been quite a day.
After that intro, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling more nervous than I was.
When you started creating music, like at home when you were younger in Colombia, like what was it, just jamming with your family? Because I know your family's really involved in your project. So is that how it first started?
A lot of people from my family, they sing, they play instruments, and in my house, like my father was like our idol, like our musical idol. He was all the time like sharing moment with us, and I say with us because my sisters too, like we like to sing and perform and everything. So I think my first beautiful and big stages were in my family with my parents.
How do you, with all of this change that you're creating, you also are someone who has consistently worked with a lot of the same people. I mean, your family is your team, like Ovi on the drums has been with you since the beginning. How do you change things while still, insisting on keeping these same people around? Does that feel in conflict to you?
No, for me, it's so hard to let new people like get very into my team. Like I love to know like new people because I don't know, like everybody express different way, and that gives me like muse to write songs. I don't know. I think it's not about quantity, or I don't know how to say it. It's about quality, and I'd rather to have like my 10 best friends.
Yeah.
They know me, they support me, and they don't change with me. To have like a million girls and boys around me, I don't know. I'm happy with my team, and I think like for me it's so beautiful to grow with them.
Yeah, and your city too. Like you still are based in Medellin.
Yes.
What does that look like for you? How does that represent itself?
Before, like in the 2018, I moved to Miami for 4 years, and I was so like I found something very special, a special place to grow my music and my career. But I am very into my culture, my traditions, and I wasn't feeling it like anymore in Miami, so I moved to LA. I love LA. I think LA brings me a motivation that I don't know how. That I really like to just get up early and work and go, and I don't know. It's special, but then in LA, I was like, no, I didn't feel like here the way I want to feel, and I just moved back to Colombia, and I'm really happy there. It's like even right now I'm everywhere. Like I'm not at home even a week right now. But those days, the 1 or 2 days that I'm at home, I feel that I'm at home. My house, my bed, my family.
It sounds like place for you is
It's
really
amazing.
a grounding thing.
Yeah, you have to go to Colombia, and I have to say that all of you have to go to Colombia because it's another special and beautiful experience.
The new album, Mañana Será Bonito, which I'm a huge fan of. It's so beautiful. It is a departure for you, sonically.
Yes.
It's incredible to see what you did, but with that change, was that something you had to push for, that you were like, this is how I want to represent myself musically? Because it is different.
At that point, I started like composing about having more fun and give me the opportunity to pass a hard moment in my life, like trying to do something different, to change the vibe, to change the vision. And then I started like writing again about love and party and friends. And then I was like, what I'm going to do for my next album. I have a lot of music from my personal life, and I need a concept to start doing my music. And no, what about if the concept is just me?
Yeah.
Being me. And this album surprised me a lot, that I just put myself in songs and people get connected like the most. This is my most success album in my career. And the most beautiful thing for me is that I think that I'm doing songs that represent a specific moment or different people's lives. If you love the album, you love me, you love Carolina, so that's perfect for me.
How do you stay grounded? Because a lot in your life is changing, no? Like,
my house, I
Ahorita,
think.
bueno, I was expecting you to show up con pelo rojo. ¿Y qué pasó? Porque I thought I was going to be the only one here.
No sé, yo creo que I was in a moment of my life that I was like angry, and I really wanted to see that in front and in the mirror, like seeing myself like with that passion and the fire that I was having like at that moment. And I think Gatúbela, Cairo, even TQG are songs that for me was perfect to have the red hair. And I like sometimes to take the risk, and I don't like to put pressure and just feel it and doing it. So a lot of part of my album, even the songs that are not in the album, I create them with my blue hair. And I think I really wanted to have a moment in my album that I do something with my blue hair, because I think it was two specific moments of my life.
Yeah. Do you feel like a lot of times the way that you show up, like physically with your look, with your hair, do you think that that's representing where you're at right then, or it's what you're trying to bring?
I think it represents like what I'm feeling the most. To yesterday, I was going to wear something different that I prepared the whole week to bring, but then today I just woke up and I was like, I really want to feel that I'm with my friends, and we are like a team of girls. That it was for me, it was surprising to find this type of talent, because we're all the time like seeing like a different vibe. So we were like so happy. Yesterday we were like, let's do it. Like we just rehearsed. They toured with me, so we know each other a lot. We are like friends.
Yeah, I mean, I told you as you were coming up, I was like, I love that I keep having to correct everyone when they're like, oh, they're, he, when they're talking about the drummer, or he, when they're talking about the bassist. I'm like, no, it's todo mujeres.
Y la gente habla de eso en las redes sociales after the shows. Like, I like to see how, like, what is people talking about the show, because, like, I work hard for give them, like, a good experience. And one, like, big point of the show is how, because for me, they're not, like, in the back, just playing instruments and giving me, like, a backup. For me, they're, like, my rock stars, and I really want the people to see them. So all of them have like, their specific moment. And then after the show, like, people is talking about it. And for me, it's so special that, like, I can present like how big as a women we are, and maybe people they don't know really well.
Yeah, I feel like so much of who you are too is like showcasing those women, like being authentic, showcasing not compromising on your hair or your body or whatever it is. And like, how much of that is you thinking about that every day, being like, I want everyone to see me this way, or how much of it is just you fluyendo?
Sometimes it's not that easy, because sometimes I really want to be just me all the time, and I have to be like paying attention because of my acts and what I do, because I am a special leader in my community, in my generation, and I want to be like give like the best example, and it's hard. Like, I want to do a lot of things, and then I am like, no, I have to be aware, because I don't want to, but I try to be the most genuine that I can. If I have to change something in my personality or in my mind, in my words, just to do something, maybe I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, I mean, you put so much of yourself and your vulnerability right into the album, and you talk about being connected to all these places and people. Were there specific songs in the album that really meant a lot to you, that there were people involved with that?
I have like one song for different like vibe: the anger, the sexiness, the craziness, the sadness, the happiness, and I think it represents like different people, like in their moment, in their feelings. But for me, like, the complete album is a process of healing. I think with the most is Mientras me curo el cora, like the intro of the album is a song that represents like the complete moment. Like, it's the intro about everything that I felt, what it is in that song, and then it's just the process till the end.
I remember when I heard that song for the first time, and I was like, oh, this feels really, like, you can feel Carolina, like, in that song.
Yes.
For sure.
And I was looking for that song. Like, it wasn't like a song that I just sit one time. And no, I was, like, thinking I really want to do, like, an intro of my album, and I want a song that express, like, the complete vibe of what I'm feeling right now. And I think I really want the people, when they hear like the first track, they already know what everything's gonna be about.
You said there's so many versions of you on the album. Is there any one version that's the version that you want to like continue to grow into?
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah, all of them. I'm gonna let myself experience
The
everything.
angry version,
I
the
love
sad
all
version.
of them, and I hate all of them for some reasons. Yeah, it's just me.
When you hear the way that your music impacts people, when you hear the way that people look up to you and feel seen by what you're writing, does that change when you go back into the studio and you're thinking about what you're putting out there? Like, does that impact that?
Seeing that people get connected a lot with the music just gave me more motivation to speak about real experiences of my life. I think when I speak the most real in my songs about my own experiences are the songs that get connected more with the people. Maybe because the vibe is in there and the energy, the real energy is in there.
Yeah.
So I really like to write about my experience, my personal experiences.
Yes. I have to say my favorite line on the whole album is Pendejo del Año. You can just go for it when you sing it.
And you know, like the song, when I did this song, it was in a different vibe. But for me, like I love Mexican music.
Yeah,
like I know
why?
I'm from Colombia,
like,
but
what?
I don't know. I think I'm a happy heartbreak girl. It's hard to explain, but even when I am in love, very in love, I just love to write about my sad moments and heartbroken songs. I don't know why. I think those are the songs that you go out and you sing louder.
I was talking to another artist, and she was talking about like how life every day is just like 1,000 little heartbreaks. And if you can like bottle that up and put that, because everyone feels that, like everyone knows at least one pendejo del año.
Yeah, and even if, as I said, even if you are in a good moment of your relation, you're gonna remember somebody that broke your heart. You need that song just to heal something that you didn't heal, even if everything happened and everything passed. So yeah, to finish, like what I was saying before. Even if you do it in Mexican vibe, I don't know why for me it gets like stronger. You sing it better, like with more anger and more bichota and más, no sé, más chimba. So that's why I did like this genre for that song.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
No, thank you. And thank you all of you guys. It was a beautiful experience yesterday. We were so nervous, all of us. But today
We
was
were all
beautiful.
so nervous. Everyone
Thank
was
you.
nervous, but everyone had a good time.
And tengo que decirlo again, qué público tan chimba. Gracias a todos. Gracias. Muchas gracias por la oportunidad.